Machismo is the quickest way to destroy all you fought so hard for. An excessive spirit that stifles delight due to rudeness and lack of concern. Fania Simon.
Abba. I was asleep. Woke me up and was like, look, the paper is not done. Okay? The teacher told the student, you have written a paper. And the paper is good, but it's not done. So if you don't want to F, you better get up and conclude it for now. Hence, I have to be obedient. Hey guys, how are ya? Listen, I talked about difficult people, right? And they say they are operating based on principle. It could be male or female, but I was strictly talking, to my sisters about men, difficult men in a relationship. And, it's a breakdown of communication and also untamed ego. Okay? So, Abba, the teacher, Rabbi, is saying it's not complete because what is the remedy? Okay, the problem is out there. The problem is explained in the body. You have the introduction, you have the body. What is the conclusion? Is there a conclusion? Well, what is that? Well, with every problem, as we know it, there is a solution. You see, when you are macho, what is macho? Macho is this aggressiveness. And it's an aggressiveness without balance. And anything, male, female, children, animals, anything without balance is problematic. Because there must be balance. Because with balance, then you will be able to harmonize. Love, balance, and harmony, right? And so you wondering, how come I am a good man? I give her everything she needs, not everything she asks for. Even though you want to give her everything she asks for, but you want to make her wait until she's blue in the face. And so you're gonna decide when to give it to her. For example, if she asks for bread, you will give her salad, or you will give her because you feel that's what's best for her. These are the decisions we make for kids, for children, not for another adult. And so love should stop you from, voiding what he or she asks for and for you to give what you think he or she needs. That's not how you deal with grown adults. Because I know when it was done to me, I didn't like that. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't like it, and I'm putting a stop to it. So what is the solution? How do you put a stop to it? There are many ways. There's a positive way you can put a stop to it, where both people can sit down and talk. Because especially if you are good people, you don't really mean to hurt each other. It's just the fact that you were raised that way. But do you know we can unlearn to learn to save what we care about? If one person is willing and the other one is not willing, then guess what? It ain't gonna work. This must be a gray hair. It's not gonna work. But if both people are willing, right, to respect what the other person is saying. I'm telling you I need this, and you telling me I don't. Personally, here's a little my experience as a child. I'm not even talking about an adult relationship. As a child, believe it or not. Okay, because if you don't believe, it's still your business. Believe it or not. As a child, I always knew what I wanted. So my struggle was never Me not knowing what I want. I may not know other stuff, but I knew what I want. I knew how I wanted to be. And so when you are like that, you are beaten into submission. Because they say you grown. You too grown for your age. You know what I mean? Because they're not listening to you. Instead of saying you too grown for your age, they miss the fact that you too bright for your age. And then once they see that and help you groom that and give thanks to the Most High because you have that in you as a child, what a blessing. Many are called, few are chosen. Right? But instead of that, they want to beat you into submission. They don't want it to come out. And then they want to paint a picture that you are a bad, disobedient person. And that's what I'm saying. These guys with an untamed ego, or these women with untamed ego, you understand, does not mean that in the core of things that they are bad people. But there must be some editing. There must be things being put into perspective so they can reposition the inside to flourish on the outside. Listen to the people you say you love. Because by not listening, by not communicating, that's how, you know, that contract you sign and you say, I do. Then you're going to put your signature on another page and another page and say, I don't. And that's the divorce. Because a lot of people are divorced. It's not because they never loved each other, but they can't communicate. And if we can't communicate, we cannot grow together. And so you have to go find a person that you can be bricks with. You cannot. You go around, you have somebody that you spend time and you pray for, and God gave you that person. And then you turn around, you take that person, all the awesome qualities that are in that person, and you want to cage it. And then you want to cut the wings of that person. You understand? Because what the person communicates with you does not really matter. And if it does matter, you're going to move when you want to move. Meanwhile, who doesn't know that time waits for no one? We get older and older. If I knew certain things back in the day, there are certain mistakes I would not have made. I didn't know. But when you know better, you are responsible to do better. You are responsible to do better. And so there are people right now, men and women and children, regardless of what the relationship is, and they are sitting down, losing sleep, trying to figure out what went wrong. But we loved each other. But we were high school sweethearts. But we always helped each other. But we always had each other's back. How come once we say I do, or how come once we get into a relationship, everything falls apart? You know why? Because you got so comfortable. Bing! That's the solution. You got so comfortable and you start taking people for granted. And when you take people for granted, you think that you can only move by your own rhythm. It's okay if you want to move by your own rhythm when other people are not attached or concerned to the decision that you are making. And so you are responsible for your own life. But when you say you make promises to people, you link up with people, you sign contract with people, and then all of a sudden you want to be a dictator. If the person tell you, this happened to me, and I'm the person who I don't like to ask for nothing. Okay, so you get into a situation and you go to your husband, you go to your wife, you go to your boyfriend, you go to your fiance, and you say, you know what? I'm in a tight place right now. I need blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's take money. I need $200 or something like that. Okay, 4,000 francs CFA. You know, something like that. You ask that person, and that person decides to give you 50. Wow, it's not because that's all you have, but that's all you want to give him because you said so. Well, you need to stay by yourself. And that's the solution. If you can't fix it, Stay by yourself.